Hi everyone, it's Lolly on the final day of the showroom floor at Creativation. We are here to show you something I know you're going to want to see, and that is your alcohol-based marker alternative that I think you're going to be interested in, because Sally grabbed me and said you have to come over here and see this. So today we have John, who's going to give us the lowdown on this marker you're going to want to find out about.
Hello everybody, my name is John with Global Creative, and I'm going to show you and talk to you a little bit about our brand new markers. So what we did with our several decades of marker experience is try to listen to marker users and figure out a way to make something that solved kind of your common issue with an alcohol-based marker, which one of those things has to do with ink flow. So we all know we go out and we buy an alcohol-based marker. It feels great and nice and juicy right at the beginning, but then after time it slowly gets worse and worse and scratchy and fades, right?
Yeah.
So this is one of our early prototype markers, but you can see it's a free ink flow system in here, and we have some patented technology that we've licensed that actually is a sealed system. So this helps you have consistent ink flow from day one until all of the ink is used. And that's the other great benefit about this system is we'll use over 92% of the ink in this marker versus a traditional made marker. You'll get about 65, maybe 70% of the ink out, and after that, the rest of it's trapped. It'll never come out.
Right.
So
don't we know it?
The other some small things that we did in design were so many times, you grab your marker and you always pull off the wrong cap. So what we did is we created a system so even from a distance, I don't have to see anything other than the marker body color. I know that the black marker is my brush, and then the gray side is a chisel. So you instantly know what
right.
nib.
What end is, yeah.
Yes.
Which end is up.
Right. Now, the other thing we did is we know so many users maybe never use the chisel, or they never use the brush. It depends on what you do, right? And so we thought, let's make this a marker that you can customize. And so this marker actually unscrews in half.
Whoa.
And it's connected with this little ring, which is called a connector ring, right? And so I can now build my own custom set of markers by saying I just want to use brushes. So I put the connector ring in, I get another color or the same color of brush, and I connect it together.
It's like markers and Legos all at once.
There you go. So you've got brushes on both sides. So now you can, if you travel, you can actually carry two colors of marker in the space of one, and not, you want 32 colors, and you travel with 16.
And they're juicy.
Very juicy. And the amount of ink that's in half of our marker is more than double what's in a traditional alcohol marker. So you're getting two markers worth of ink in one complete marker.
And does it come with chocolate? Because if it did, that would be like, this is the penultimate perfect example.
We'll think about that.
You got everything else taken care of.
Yes. So then the other thing a lot of feedback is, refilling is messy, it's tedious, you spill, you overfill markers, and then they blob. So what we have here is an ink cartridge, a replacement cartridge. So what you do is you're going to get your ink cartridge, take this little cap off, and say this is the marker that ran out of ink. You're going to pull your nib out, place it into this cartridge, and then reuse your old cap, and you're done. So there's no refilling, there's no mess, there's no nothing.
Yeah. And I'm thinking that with these dark barrels, you know how if you have a white barrel, you get alcohol ink all over that, and it really looks tacky, and you're constantly having to clean the barrels.
Yeah.
But this, you're not going to see.
Right,
the ink
and that's why we
sitting
also
on it.
made a matte finish to help with that, and fingerprints and all that kind of stuff. Plus, we think it looks cool.
So you thought of that too.
And we've got the white one is a blender.
Okay.
We don't call it a blender because, as we all know, blenders don't actually really blend. They're more like an eraser, or they're pushing the ink around.
Ink pusher.
Ink pusher, yes. So we had some fun and decided to call it Zero and make it white. And again, so we just think that the whole design with the black, the gray, the white, we will be coming out with a bullet, a half marker bullet. Okay. And it'll be light gray, lighter gray than this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then some other fun things that we've done are create accessories like this little handle. So let's say you just want to use brush markers and you don't want double-ended and you want something that feels more like a paintbrush.
Right.
We have a handle that you can put on and use your marker. So coming up with all kinds of ways to personalize, customize your marker. Those connector rings are going to come in several different colors, so you can build your own set as well.
Right. So how many are there in the entire set?
128 colors.
That's
It's
generous.
It's plenty to do a lot of work, but it's not so overwhelming for people who want to go ahead and get them all and try them. So the retail price on a brush chisel marker is $6.99, and the replacement cartridge is only $2.49.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is really amazing. And I think you may have mentioned, are these open stock too?
Well, open stock and sets.
And refillables and sets. So
Yep.
I'm running out of questions. You're like answering all the questions. Before I get there, I hold one. I just would like to see how it feels. And the fact of the surface you mentioned, it makes it easier to hold on to. I'm wearing the wrong ring for this today. So awesome.
We actually did a lot of research behind the diameter of the marker, the length of the marker, for hand fatigue, those kinds
Is
of
there,
things.
for someone who has like 3 caps sitting out, because they're blending and they're blending 3 colors, is there a way of knowing for sure that this goes on this one?
Yes, actually, in the marker that you're holding there is an almost finished marker.
Okay.
Because this is our first pre-production run.
Oh, okay.
This one is finished here, so each one's going to have a label with the color name, color number.
Okay.
And then it'll have, all of them will have this finished color cap.
Okay.
With this isn't going to rub off. It's going to last a long time. The other thing we did is there are some other brands of markers, the caps don't actually fit on the back. We made these fit on the back.
Oh, that's also very helpful. That's a huge thing about some markers the lid doesn't go on the back.
Yeah.
And that way you don't lose it. What might be this color, if you even had just a little strip right across here, that might help to pull that color into the base of the marker, you know what I mean? Just a color strip right there. But you could definitely tell it's in that category.
We've carefully matched. If you look at the ink
to
the cap, we've spent a lot of time, which is why these aren't all done yet, because I had to get these done for the show. And I wanted to bring all the colors, but when they're shipping in July, they'll all have the color caps.
Right, and so this has this little tiny thing, and
just
has
has
a really big one.
This one just has a sticker.
Oh, a sticker. Oh, that's
just
why.
for
because
the
it's
show.
not finished. Just for the show.
Prototype.
So these are done.
These are the finished
Those are the
ones
ones that are going to be the final result.
Exactly.
That is really awesome. So the entire set, what would that retail for?
The entire set,
with the 0.
it's 128 times $6.99.
Oh, okay, got it. Right,
I haven't memorized it, but it's let's just do it. So it'll retail for $895.
Right.
And the brush chisel combo, it'll be slightly more with the brush combo, but for example, when you buy the brush one, it's $3.80. When you want to buy a chisel, it's $3.15.
Got it.
So you can buy just half of the head.
That's right. Yes, so that you can build your own. It's your marker, your way.
Awesome.
Yep.
That is really
such a great
the flexibility of
product.
this is almost is so many choices. It's almost mind-boggling. But that way, you really reach
You can have
way
your
more
perfect
people that
marker.
way.
Yeah.
And what's your chart here? Is this
So this is our color system. And so we made a really, really simple color system. So, some other markers, their color system's a little bit scattered, and so people create this thing called a hex chart. And the hex chart brings colors in to help people know what to blend with each other, but because you can't really tell just using the system. So with ours, we have 3 charts here. If we were to make all the colors we ever wanted to make, they would come from this chart. So there's not going to be any surprises.
Right.
This is our brightest section of marker, and then we desaturate at 50% and then 70%.
Okay.
And so you're automatically going to know if you go into the R series with the reds and you're into the 2 hue, you can go all the way down to the 5 and the 8, and you know that all of those colors are going to work really, really well together.
Okay,
and you can just
great.
do that through all the color families.
That makes a whole lot of sense. People get lost with that hex chart.
And this is linear. It's very, very simple to use. Like 0, 2.4, so you know your hue is 2, your value is 4, you're going to go 2, 4, and now I know that any color that exists in this column that we make is going to work well with this color. It's very, very easy to use.
That's perfect because, although you have a name, that's not what we have to go by, Golden Poppy. You
Right.
said 0.
We made the names
2.4.
because people like
They
to have
want
names. Sometimes they want a
names.
name. Some people do, some people don't. And so
I
we
think-
actually made. We didn't have space on the end of the cap to put the name because we chose to make a safety cap. We felt like that was more important than having the name here. So our markers have a safety cap. See the little holes in the top
Oh, I
there?
see.
To make sure it isn't a choking hazard.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, all this information is on our website as well,
Okay.
so you can learn about it. There's a little video that talks about it.
Okay.
olomarker.com.
Do you have plans to come out with other colors? in the
Oh yeah,
future?
for sure.
Okay.
And
All right.
so we started with 128, and we have plans to really interact with users to create the color palette, to expand the color palette. So we're not going to just decide for you.
Oh.
We're going to actually let you help us decide. And so
Awesome.
we've got a program now on our website called a Founders
Okay.
program. So it's the chance to pre-order these online
Okay.
at a significant discount, and you get a free replacement cartridge for
Right.
every single color with it as
Okay.
well. And then those people also will have more weight when it comes to like voting and picking
Right.
picking colors in the future and stuff like that. So it's kind of a fun way to build relationships, get people involved.
That is really
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
You really have thought of everything except for the chocolate. I
Yes.
mean, every box comes with some chocolate.
We'll think about that one.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
John.
Yeah, it's
Thank
great
you
to
for your
meet you.
time.
Thank
and
you, guys.
I'm really impressed.